Look, I made a big mistake.
Whoa, slow down there. You're gonna need some context for this apology.
Oh, it's broken. It's ruined.
Nope, not this. Go back even further. Come on.
It's time to make some armor for our Sigma pattern Warlord Titan.
Warlord Titan!
I have been gathering many curved plastics for this, but I need more.
A sacrifice must be made.
A couple of old CD players are consumed and reduced to the simple elegance of scrap plastic. And some other neat stuff, but that's for later on, or possibly other projects. Now I have this full spread of high quality plastics in many interesting shapes. At this point, just about everybody would select one of these premium bits and begin their project.
But that's not what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna take this objectively horrendous, flimsy plastic jug.
He's beginning to believe.
With this, I'm gonna produce the ultimate custom Warlord shin armor. This sounds like it will be good. I cut it in half and in half again to make this top half-half, which seems to be appropriately curved. Begin to shape with these squeaky cutty shears. Remember, the Titan has 4 big toes with support pistons, and they need to have a space to come through the armor. I employ scissors in this advanced measuring and cutting technique to open up the front toe hole. Well, I better get the legs out so I can compare and see how I'm doing.
Oh, what? No. Oh, it's broken. Oh, it's ruined. No.
Well, I guess that's what I get for breaking it and throwing it into a drawer for 10 months. Sorry.
Patrons.
Okay, needs some fine tuning. Let's try it on the whole leg. The toe hole is obviously not going to work. It needs to be bigger and rounder. So I use this big round lid as a guide. Better, but it's still a bit thin. Before adding thickening agents, we need to rough up the surface with sanding or slicing or whatever gets the job done. It's got some side-to-side squishiness that I can somewhat remedy with this popsicle stick. Maybe a few popsicle sticks. And to make sure they don't go anywhere, I'll add in a bit of gritty sand with superglue to make sand glue plastic. Wow, so rigid, still thin, and still sharp. Popsicle stick's baby brother as my mostly consistent width thickener. Glue them in and snip, and snip. Enhance thickness with more layers, and then micro pieces to fill out the curved parts. Oh man, this is annoying. Let's plug this hole and then think of a new method. Nice. Card is flexible. Let's use card to match the ebb and flow of the plastic. And snip. Next, I gotta shave down these soft soap logos. It's a decent logo, but very bad armor texture. Whoops, too much. Patch up any boo-boos and move on. Speaking of boo-boos, this bad flimsy plastic was wrinkled? Or something. Maybe this can be some kind of armor deformation type battle damage. Get that wood nice and smooth. But this is meant to be metal, not wood. The visible thick edges should have something more deliberate looking. This zip tie has a neat texture, and I think it will be flexible enough to fit the bill.
Patron.
Just gotta annoyingly cram and hold this fiddly thing while the glue sets, and snip. I think that looks much better. Eventually, I have to goop some of these gaps. I am thinking about what kind of armor elements should be present on the Sigma pattern Titan. I've already been leaning towards the sort of retro rogue trader / heresy era space marine aesthetic. Not that there's anything wrong with the generic boring Titans, it's just that the design language of Space Marines is so much better defined. And to that end, let's try out some studs. Some molecular bonding studs, aka fancy jumbo space rivets. To help me place this array of studs, I need something to measure the space between them to ensure an even spacing. I use this thing, whatever it is, which has a nice fixed width part right here. And so once again, whatever this thing is has served its intended purpose and contributed to the Titan. Again, the Giga Sigma brain technique of not using too many rivets has paid off. I only need to add a few on this armor panel to fit the theme. Smooth, bad soap bottle has to be treated with some texture. So I stipple some thinned Tamiya putty on there. Please, please wear a mask. This tasty stuff has the siren song of smells. It summons you close, and then it eats your lungs. Oh yeah, I made this calf armor piece from just some dollar store cat litter scoop. Goop the scoop for a similar texture. Sand it down once it's cured to get a heavy cast steel texture. My friends. Even though these are nearly perfectly gray, we really won't know what they look like until they get primed. Oh yeah, pretty nice. I love these studs. I think it needs more studs. Yeah. See? I know what I'm doing. Okay, so it's primed and we have a test fit that's looking pretty good. I'll keep experimenting with armor style for the Titan, but I have a question for you. What color scheme should I use? There are so many options for Titans. Leave me a comment with your favorite schemes and your suggestions. This Titan project is made possible only by my epic supporters on Patreon. If you want to contribute to the success of this project, please consider joining them. I have already released the coveted Titan torso pics, exclusively on Patreon. Oh, are you still waiting for that apology? I started out making this Titan as my own version of Forge World's Warlord Titan. Well, as you know, I visited Miniwargaming.
High scratch bashing.
While I was there, I learned the terrifying truth.
Wait, is that a real Warlord Titan?
That's a real Warlord Titan.
Why is it so small?
Oh no. And once I got my Prime Ork back,
Hey, you get back here with that Prime Ork, David!
I had to compare. My Warlord Titan is so much bigger than the Forge World version, and by extension, it is better. Oh no, whoopsie-doo, my bad, sorry that I made the greatest Warlord Titan ever. What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? Sorry. I'm sorry. It's not... Sound check. Oh no.